tarot reader, coming to bring you some energy on this Wellness Wednesday. So you know what to do. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you'll know when another video comes out. For all your coffee and glam needs, visit www.theglamcafe.com. If you like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. And we're going to get into this. I'm trying to set up my phone so I can see the comments when you guys come in. I told you I was going to start a new series. Okay, this is going to be an issue here. I told you I was going to start a new series on Wednesdays called Wellness Wednesday, where we don't necessarily look at love in this reading, but just look at things that you need to know that will better your life. I get tired of some of the ratchet love stuff. I just need a break from that sometimes. Okay, so let's get some energy out here. I'm gonna pull from the Angels deck first. It's energy for Gemini. Where's the energy for Gemini? Time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and each cycle. So for some of you guys, there's a cycle that has ended or a phase that has ended, and for that to come out, that's telling me that you aren't really moving on from it like you should. Okay, this is telling you that, you know, there's endings and beginnings and cycles and phases. Okay, and that an ending is just a new beginning. It's just a time or a reason for a new beginning. Okay, so, and the angels are saying that they're with you. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and each cycle. So the angels are saying that they're with you through this ending. It may be scary for some of you guys because you may feel like you're going through this cycle alone, but you're not alone. Okay, your angels, your spirit guides are there. Let's see what the book says. Time to go. See if I agree. The angels bring you this card to help you admit to yourself that it's time to leave. So there's something that it's time for you to leave something. You already know the situation they're referring to. You've hesitated leaving because of loyalties and fears, yet the angels assure you that it's the best way. Work very closely with your angels during this transition to ensure its harmony for everyone concerned. Surrender any guilt or other negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. Okay, so this is saying that you know exactly what the situation is and how fitting for this to be the next card. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Okay, so this is saying that there's no need to even worry about it. Let's see what the book says. The angels send this card to you because you've been needlessly worrying. Worry is a form of prayer that draws to you. So worry is a form of prayer. And so when we pray, when we affirm, whatever you call it, chant, we do these things, you're doing it to draw something to you. So this is saying that worry is a form of prayer that draws to you that which you do not desire. Release your worries to your angels, as there truly is nothing to worry about. In fact, your worries could create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. Additional meanings for this card: everything's much better than you imagine. Ask the angels to release you from worry. A happy outcome is inevitable. Avoid worrying lest the negative emotions pull you and the situation down. The angels are with you and everything's okay. Okay. Opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Y'all know how I feel about that forgiving stuff. So, you can take that with a grain of salt. I just don't want people to mix up forgiveness with excusing the behavior or excusing what happened, okay? Because, this day and age, people know exactly what they're doing when they do stuff to you. They're not like, that's like me slapping you and then being like, oh, I made a mistake, or oh, I didn't mean to. No, I meant to slap you, okay? Yeah, people don't just do stuff randomly. They know exactly what they're doing to you when they do it. So I'm big on forgiving yourself for putting yourself in a situation to allow something like that. And if you want to forgive somebody, to yourself, like, in your mind, okay, I forgive this person. I don't feel the need or see the point in letting this person know that you forgive them, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of iffy on that. Forgiveness is for you. It's so you don't hold on to bitterness, because bitterness will stop forward movement. True. Okay. So it's about being okay with self. I'm not really worried about if they think I forgive them or not. I'm forgiving myself so that I can move on, so that I can be okay to move forward. It has nothing to do with the other person in my eyes. The angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of a recurring negative pattern in your life. To break this cycle, it's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. So some of you guys keep drawing the same kind of person to you because of something that someone did to you previously. And because you're still holding on to that bitterness and those thoughts, it's attracting more of the same. Okay. So that's what I mean about forgiving yourself, doing the shadow work for yourself. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. You can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness does not mean, I'm glad they clarified that. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. It just means that you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. Okay. Yeah, that makes better sense to me. Let's get some goddess energy out here. Gemini needs to know. Gemini needs to know. Gemini needs to know. Well, I guess we could take those. Let's see what we got. Coventina, purification. It is time for a cleansing and detoxification of your body and mind. Okay, so this came out earlier in my morning read. Some of you guys could benefit from a cleansing bath. Okay, some of you guys could benefit from a detox, like a green smoothie detox or something like that. And I just feel like a lot of you guys could benefit from meditation. Some of you guys don't drink enough water. Some of you guys do not drink enough water. Unog. I hope I'm saying that right. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So some of you may be working on something. Let's see what the book says. Some of you guys may be working on something and it's not happening in the way that you, or at the speed that you think it should be. Okay, but everything has a perfect timing. Let's go back to Coventina. Various meanings of this card. Follow your intuition's guidance about making lifestyle changes. Stop abusing alcohol or drugs. Avoid processed foods such as sugar, white flour, and so on. Eat more organic foods. Keep your thoughts and speech positive. Adopt a vegetarian or a vegan diet. Go on a fast or a detox. Okay. This card can also be validation. So I know for me, I've been really trying to substitute meat for plant-based substitutes. So they're saying that also this card could validate that the path that you're on currently is working, or you're on the right path. But what I have found is that I've started incorporating drinking at least one green smoothie a day, drinking at least a gallon of water a day, and I'm trying to switch over, like I said, my meats for plant-based substitutes. My intuition has been off the charts. And so eating a lot of processed food, sugars and stuff like that. Now, coffee, I ain't gonna give that up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But changing all those other things has really improved my my intuitions and the downloads that I've been receiving. So apparently those other kinds of foods and stuff block that. Okay. Unog. Various reasons for this card. Don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with, while slowly exiting your old career. So this is saying, instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to start a business and then just up and quitting your job, because I think I talked about that on one of my other videos. When you do stuff like that, it puts you in a different, like, unless you don't have any worries about money and you can really control your mind to not worry about money, when you do that, you create a desperate energy which will block success in that business, because you're so worried about how you're going to pay your bills that you can't concentrate on anything else. So this is saying to just ease into it. You know, now if you're somebody who can control your thoughts and you don't have a worry about money, then that's fine. But that's not most people. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are stressing about what it is that you're supposed to be doing. The one thing that I told myself with my son that I was going to do was not require him to know what his life was going to be at 19, 20, 21 years old. Because I just feel like until you're like to me, in your 20s is about exploration. It is about trying different things and figuring out what it is that you want. Okay. And especially as African Americans, I don't know about any other race, but I can speak from my own. We tend to, or you know, once you're 18, you're supposed to have it all figured out. And that is such crap. there's so many of us that messed up our lives early, and I won't say messed up our lives, made bad decisions early on because we weren't given the chance to really get to know ourselves and know what we wanted out of life and what we wanted to do. My son is 21 and he is a senior in college. But other than getting good grades, I don't require anything from him, because if he wants to try and be a circus clown, try it. This is the time, like, try whatever comes to you. This is the time to do that. This is the time to experiment and really figure out what it is that you want, because you don't want to be in your 40s like most people and wake up one day and hate your job, hate your life, hate your marriage, hate your kids. You hate every damn thing because you feel like you were just doing stuff because that's what was required of you. It wasn't what you wanted to do. It was basically what you had to do. So that was the one thing that I promised myself, that I wasn't going to put my child in that position. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you guys, so I say all that to say, a lot of you guys are worried about your purpose. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? And I say, try a bunch of different things until you figure it out. Okay, there's no sense in worrying about it. Just try a bunch of different things until you figure it out. And don't make snap decisions. This says make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best. Okay. Lakshmi. Some of you guys, I did my DNA because the way that I love Indian chants and stuff like that, I just knew I had to have some of that in my DNA, and I didn't. But Lakshmi, you can go on YouTube and find information about Lakshmi. And she is a goddess, a Hindu goddess, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So I feel like it's a lot of cards up here that's talking about worrying. Okay. So that tells me that you guys are anxious unnecessarily, because, well, let me change that. I won't say unnecessarily because I don't know what it is that you're dealing with, but I can tell you that worrying about it will make it worse. Whatever it is, it won't make it better. Let's see, Lakshmi. So her showing up is telling me that you have abundance in your future, but you have to get your mind and your mouth on the same page. Okay. Let's see, Lakshmi. You and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. Let go of any bag lady fears about your future. Wow. Bag lady fears. Y'all know that song Bag Lady by Erykah Badu? I'm going to attach that video for if you don't know. But go listen to the lyrics of that song and about the bags that she say women are carrying around. Hold positive thoughts and intentions. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. Don't worry about money, but instead visualize abundance. And if you can't visualize, everybody's not a visualizer. I'm not a visualizer. But I will read, like, say I have 5 or 10 affirmations that I like. I'll write them down and read them, concentrate on them, several times a day. A lot of times I'm in here talking to myself, but I'm talking to the God in me. I'm talking to the higher me. That's who I'm talking to. And I do that several times a day. I talked about in my morning video, and I'm going to put it on the community tab. There's a YouTuber on here called Bob Baker. It sounds like Bob Barker, or at first glance, it sounds like Bob Barker, but it's Bob Baker. And he has some meditations that I absolutely love. And I'll put him on the community tab. But I'll listen to those. Okay. I'm not a visualizer, and a lot of people aren't. And don't stress out about that. There's other ways to bring things in. You don't have to visualize, because your thoughts create and your words create. Okay. The Bible tells us, for those of us that's into the Bible tells you that as a man thinketh. Okay. And it also talks about the word decreeing a thing. So that tells me that my thoughts and my words are what create. Okay. Ostara, fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access, and give birth to new conditions. Some of you guys are trying to give birth literally to a baby. With this fertility card coming out, with this purification card, there's a lot of us that cannot get pregnant because our diets. Maybe clean up your diet, losing some weight. All those things contribute to fertility. Okay. Let's see what the book says. I'm looking for Ostara. I feel like spring will be a significant, so spring, summer is a significant time for you guys. Okay. This card signifies pregnancy. So some of you guys are pregnant and some of you guys are trying to get pregnant. Okay. You will be involved with a successful child conception, adoption, or custody resolution. So that's saying that some of you guys are trying to adopt children and you'll be successful at it. Some of you guys have been trying to have a child the natural way and you'll be successful at it. Some of you guys are going through custody battles or custody issues and you'll be successful at it with this card showing up. Okay. Your desire will be fully manifest in the springtime. So like I said, I feel like spring and summer, just because just looking at this card, spring and summer will be important to you guys. There will be a resurrection of the old. Your new idea or venture will be successful. So some of you guys have new business ideas. And those will be successful. Some of you guys are pregnant with business ideas or pregnant with businesses. It's not a child. It is an opportune time to make life changes. So this is a great time to change your diet, change your thoughts, change your words. You know, this is a perfect time to make all those changes. Gemini, when I can't remember where I saw it. But I remember when we were coming into 2021, they were talking about the age of Aquarius. And, you know, I was just worried about Gemini. So, and what Gemini had going on. But Gemini this year was going to be an abundant year for Gemini. So, you know, if you go YouTube, some astrological channels where they were talking about the age of Aquarius and going through each one of the signs, this year is a great year for Gemini based on the houses and what is growing retrograde and blah 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 blah, all that, you know, astrology stuff. All I know is this was a good year for Gemini, so you can research that also. But this is a great time for you to get things off the ground that, you know, you've been wanting to start. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And again, I'm gonna tell you, cleaning up my diet in the way that I have so far, my intuition has been through the roof. Okay, with this purple card here, purple talks about intuition. Also up here, intuitively, you know it's time to let go of a situation. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It may be a friendship. It may be a job. You know, that's gonna vary. But this is saying don't procrastinate. When you know that you need to do something, just go ahead and do it. Let's get various meanings of this card. Stop procrastinating. Geminis are bad for that. I have an issue with that. Okay, so I have to write out schedules and to-do lists and stuff like that, because if not, you know, I'll be in front of the TV all day watching The Wire or something. Like, for real. I really have to keep myself on track. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. You are correct. So there is something that you may feel like you're not right about, or you're not sure if you're right. This is saying you're right. The emergence of this card is telling you that you are right. Notice recurring ideas and take action on them. So if you keep thinking the same thing over and over again and you haven't done anything about it, take the action. Let's get some money. Energy for Gemini. Okay. Energy for Gemini. Okay, we'll go with those. Destiny. I'm trying to get it where you can see. Believe in your dreams and passions. It is your calling to follow them. Whatever led you to this point in life, it was to direct you to your higher purpose. New exciting adventures await you. Don't look back, only look to the future. I've been saying that in my morning readings for the longest. You should be focused on the future. Not looking back, not worrying about what happened back then. None of that crap, okay? The reason why, and I get a lot of comments about, oh, I'm tired of hearing about him. It's not like I sit down and say, you know what? Let's pull up everything out of Gemini's past and read it. It keeps coming up because you're not out of it. I don't care how many times you tell me you blocked this number, you changed your number, you don't deal with him. You have not energetically moved on from this person, and they haven't. And in a lot of cases, they haven't energetically moved on from you. That's why it's still coming out. If that was truly the case, it wouldn't come out in the cards. Okay, so I say this all the time, and I repeat myself because it keeps coming up. You should be focused on the future, not on what happened in the past. Looking towards your future, okay? Unexpected. Prepare for unexpected financial loss. This financial crisis may be out of your control, but you can still control the outcome. Deal with things head on and try to prepare for the unexpected before they happen. So, dealing with something head on means when it happens, don't procrastinate about it. Don't stick your head in the sand about it. You have to deal with it. You can't run from it, okay? Preparing for the unexpected. In terms of money, I talked about this a couple videos ago about having a budget and sticking within your budget and having some money coming in. There's nothing wrong with having a man or a woman or whatever that takes care of you. That's great. But you always want to have a way to make your own money. You always want to have a way to make your own money. You do not understand the amount of personal readings I do where these women have nothing. They have nothing. And when these men are cheating on them and all this other stuff, you can't leave because where are you going? You don't have anything. You don't have any money. You don't have a way to take care and provide for yourself and your kids because you're solely dependent, okay? Being prepared for the unexpected is about, even if somebody else is caring for you or taking care of you or giving you something, being able to give to yourself at the end of the day, okay? This popped out and I hate that it did. Do not worry yourself into some kind of financial crisis because this popped out, okay? This to me is just saying that it's a possibility that this may happen, but prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the unexpected. I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared. Like I told you, I have several different streams. Like you get on here on YouTube and you hear these people talking about, oh, you shouldn't have a job. If you a boss, you don't have no job. A boss is a stream of income in my eyes. And a steady one at that. If something happens and I get laid off or whatever, I'm going to get unemployment and a severance. So having more than one way to make money is also preparing yourself for the unexpected. But I think the biggest thing is not letting your thoughts and your words put you into a financial crisis, but also dealing with things when they come. A lot of you guys are in the position that you're in because you don't want to deal with finances. You don't want to deal with the debt. You don't want to deal with that stuff. And so you'll just put your head in the sand, and the problem is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. It's not about worrying about it. It's about taking care of your issues when they arise. Unstable. There have been a lot of ups and downs with your finances. Money coming in and going out just as quickly. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finances. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finances. So it could unexpectedly turn good or unexpectedly turn bad. But again, being prepared. Being prepared will combat that. Also, I feel like just from looking at this, I talk about this also, about trying to have this, in 2021, this whole bad bitch persona, and it's cool and everything, but making sure that you have the finances to support that, and understanding that a lot of these influencers are in massive amounts of debt, trying to portray a lifestyle to you that they can't even afford to live. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Motivator. There's a skill you possess that needs to be shared with the world. Consider a career in coaching, speaking, lobbying, activism, or mentoring. You may be in need of motivation yourself or needing inspiration. So finding you somebody on YouTube or books, I like YouTube personally. But finding you a mentor, finding you somebody that motivates and inspires you, somebody that you trust, and somebody that you feel like is being genuine. Because like I said, you'll be surprised about these influencers. It's this girl on YouTube, and she focuses more on the body negativity, like the beauty standard, and how these influencers are portraying to have a body that looks one way and it absolutely does not. And you have people running around here starving themselves or whatever else they're doing, trying to get this look that they will never achieve without plastic surgery. Okay, so just be mindful that we're living in a time where everybody looks good, everybody's skinny, everybody got a bunch of money, and nobody has any issues. Let them tell it. So finding somebody that's motivational, inspiring, and a mentor. And maybe you're supposed to be that for others. Let's get some tarot. What deck do I want to use? Let's go with Old Faithful. What does Gemini need to know to better themselves? I'm going to take it and it fell. 10 of Wands. Worry, anxiety, burden. What does Gemini need to know to better themselves? Being truthful and honest, okay? Taking a logical look and approach to things, okay? I feel like with that King of Swords coming out next to this Ten of Wands, some of you may have been looking at a situation in a more fantasy-like way instead of a logical, makes sense kind of way, okay? And that caused burdens. It caused burdens and it caused worry. Learning to speak your truth, okay? Saying exactly what you mean and meaning what you say. What else does Gemini need to know? I feel like some of you guys are overly emotional, and it's probably due to other placements in your chart, but some of you guys are over emotional, and this is about making head over heart decisions, using your thoughts. I mean, well, yeah, your thoughts, but not letting your heart always lead, because sometimes your heart is a damn lie. Okay, being logical about your decisions. Some of you guys need to, again with the money, some of you guys are spending way more than you have. Okay, some of you guys are spending way more than you have. Being strategic when it comes to your money. Okay, setting some boundaries. That Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody, you know, it's most of the time is characterized as a bitch, and she can be hell on wheels. But I feel like one thing about the Queen of Swords that people don't say is she doesn't play with people. She doesn't let people play with them. Okay, I feel like this is saying that you need to learn how to set boundaries. You let people get away with too much. Okay, and then you walk around with the unforgiveness and the bitterness, and it's only hurting you. It's not hurting them. Releasing toxic connections with people. This right here said you knew it was time to let go of something, or you know that it's something that you should be letting go of. Okay, so I feel like releasing toxic connections, releasing toxic actions, addictions, food, alcohol, drugs, releasing that will help you live a better life. Okay, cleaning up your act. Letting go of conflict. There's something around you, or there's some situation that you're in that is causing conflict and burden. Releasing the conflict. Okay, releasing that conflict. Releasing the conflict will bring you out of stagnation, because right now and even with this conflict, this could be mental conflict. Doesn't always have to be actual like fighting, physical conflict. It could be fighting the thoughts and the fears and the worries or whatever going on inside of you, and it's creating bad luck. It's creating unhappy circumstances here with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so releasing those or letting go of those. So again, with releasing toxic habits, you could be a negative person. You could be somebody that always think negative, always speak negatively. Releasing that. Okay, releasing conflict, inner conflict, so that this will turn like this. Okay. What else would you know? What else would Gemini? Releasing heartbreak. Again, some of you guys, I just got done saying that. Pulling yourself out of situations and leaving situations alone that you know are causing heartbreak. Okay? That you know are causing heartbreak, that you know are causing burdens. Walking away from those kind of situations. I feel like with this Three of Pentacles here, it's about finding the right kind of people to be around. Okay, people that are going to build you up, people that are going to help you and motivate you. Okay, people that are going to inspire you, people that are going to show you maybe a better way to do something, people that are going to uplift you. Okay, finding the right kind of people to be around. Focusing on ways to make money. So again, when we were talking about the fertility card, it said some of you guys are pregnant with new ideas, new businesses. So I feel like releasing procrastination, because that's a toxic habit. Releasing procrastination. I feel like a lot of you guys spend time gossiping, doing other stuff that's not contributing to a bag. But I feel like focusing on career, finances, money, businesses, stuff like that, I feel like that will make your life better. Okay? Rejecting things that are not good for you. Rejecting people that are not good for you. That'll make your life better. Being more selective. Stop letting anybody hang with you. Like people say, oh, nobody's better than the other person. That's a lie. There are some people that you're better than. I'm sorry. There are some people that you are better than. Learning to be, like if this was a love reading and I was asking like, why is this person single? Why is this person stay single? And this card popped out, I'd be like, okay, they too picky. They too choosy. But in some instances, some of y'all don't have no damn boundaries. You just let anybody hang with you. I don't let anybody hang around me. I don't let anybody hang around me. I don't let anybody be around me, because their energy and the way that they do things and their perspectives and their outlooks on life and all that shit rubs off on you. You start. Have you ever been around somebody and they said a certain thing or they said a certain phrase all the time, and before you knew it, you find yourself saying it, and you don't even know where that comes from? It comes from hanging with them. It's like a subconscious thing. You subconsciously pick up on your environment. You pick up on the people that you hang around. You need to be more selective in who you let in your space. Because these people are causing imbalances. And again, with this justice card in reverse, probably doing underhanded shit to you because you let them in your space. But I'm also say, if this is you and you're doing underhanded stuff to people, if you one of them people that get off on doing underhanded stuff to other people, the way that you would improve your life is to stop this. Okay? Stop this. So that goes both ways. Manifesting will improve your life. That's a Gemini card right there. You do not have to be you do not have to be a witch. You don't have to be a conjure woman. You don't have to be none of that to manifest. This is saying that you have everything that you need in order to bring about change. So, like I said earlier, your thoughts create, and the words that you say create. Manifesting is nothing but focusing on specific thoughts and specific affirmations. Now there's other ways to do it. You can add candles in there and herbs and all, and work with spirit. And if that's what you do, that's fine too. But I feel like this is saying do something. Pick a method. Find the method. Find your method that works for you. For me, and for, I would say, a lot of Geminis, because our ruling planet is Mercury. Because our ruling planet is Mercury, RN, my affirmation would be, I am accepted. What are my chances of getting into Stevens College? I am manifesting to get in. A simple affirmation. I am accepted to Stevens College. I was accepted. So I am accepted gives it a present tense feel, but I was accepted gives it a past tense. So either one of those. And I would repeat that to myself all day, every day, every chance I got. Every chance I got. And when that affirmation, when that thought becomes the natural assumption, and that's what people don't understand. You have to keep doing it until it is a natural. Like, one of my natural assumptions is, I said this, and I ingrained this in myself a long time ago, unintentionally. But a natural assumption of mine is, I always have enough. I always get by, or I always have enough. I'm never going to be in lack. Like that's something that I've programmed myself with since very young. And I may have had issues and problems along the way, but it always turned out in my favor. I always had enough. I never went without. I've never had like anything taken from me, material or financially or anything like that. And it's because I've ingrained that in myself. Okay? So once that affirmation becomes a natural assumption, when that is your reality, I wake up every day, I don't have to say that to myself because I naturally think that, because I've been telling myself that for so long. You have to get that into your mind the same way. And when it is an assumption, when it is your natural assumption, you'll be accepted. See, to me, I wouldn't even be asking what are my chances, because I'm going to Stevens College, period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, the method that you use to manifest, whether it's writing, whether it's scripting, again, speaking it, thinking it, doing candle work on it, however you do that, that's up to you. But being consistent and doing it all the time until you see the results in your reality, that's how you get it. So I would say your chances are 100% if you commit to it. Stop wasting time. Procrastinating. This Seven of Pentacles in reverse is about procrastination and wasting your time. Some of y'all are wasting your time thinking about what you're going to do, planning what you're going to do, and not actually taking any real action. Okay? So stop procrastinating and stop wasting your time. Will make your life better. Let's get an angel message. And I know some of you guys are wondering why I didn't pull a card on her question. Say I pull a card on her question and the Tower comes out. Let's just say something negative comes out. She's gonna put that in her mind. She's gonna put that in her mind that the tarot card says that a Tower is gonna happen. And then you will fulfill that. That will be fulfilled. I explain this about tarot all the time. I can tell you what the energy is right now, but you can control the outcome. You can control it. But your thoughts and words, you can control it. You're the magician. What's the message for Gemini? Okay. I feel like big happy changes are coming for you guys within the next few months. If you actually take these Wednesday, when I pull these cards and all that stuff, and if you actually take it seriously and implement some of the stuff that I'm talking about when I'm doing these readings, I feel like if you do that, you will see big happy changes. Okay. Give me one more card for Gemini. There's something that you have been thinking about or asking about. Okay, something specific. I don't know what it is, but you would know what it is. And this is saying it's not the right time, but maybe a year from now is. Okay, something's not the right time, but maybe a year from now. I saw the Taurus card. I mean the Hierophant. I don't know why I call it that. I saw the Hierophant, so maybe it's about a commitment. Clarify not the right time. A year from now. Clarify not the right time. Yeah. It always is. It always is. Has something to do with some kind of relationship. some kind of offer. Okay, if this is in terms of money or business or a career, you may have gotten some kind of offer, okay, or expecting some kind of offer, but this is saying it's not the right time for it, maybe a year from now. Okay, if your question was love, which I think it is, especially with this 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you've gotten some kind of offer, but this is saying not the right time a year from now. And if they offering you as a knight, maybe a year from now they'll be a king, which is what you want. Okay, so maybe they're still not mature enough, because an offer from a Knight of Cups is an offer that is laced in, this is somebody who comes through like the Prince Charming, the knight in shining armor, says all the right things, he knows your love language, but you're looking for stability, and you want this person to be a king. Let's just say that. Okay, so Gemini, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. For all your coffee and glam needs, visit www.theglamcafe.com. If you'd like a personal reading, my information in the description box, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.